When people talk about their favorite weapons in Escape from Tarkov, the most common names you'll hear dropped are, the M4, the AK, the SA-58, the MP7, and then there's those guys in the corner over there who say the Vector is their favorite gun in the game. I myself, however, am a man of class, and my favorite weapon in Escape from Tarkov is the Saiga-12 shotgun. Now, I might be a tad bit biased in this argument solely because of the fact that this weapon is practically entirely responsible for jumpstarting my YouTube channel, but I still firmly believe that this is one of the most fun and satisfying and rewarding weapons to use in the game. Now, before I get into my reasoning, this video is actually sponsored by the guy who team killed me on Labs, Steven. I'm about to...
Oh, he's here.
Steven, that was him.
That was me!
Steven,
Jesus, Steven!
I thought you were just over there.
I literally... Did you not see me run down the hall?
No, I didn't. I went back to look at the door.
In reality, it's sponsored by the beard oil business he runs called Primal Origin Oils. He offers all-natural, premium quality beard care products and essential oils, if you're into those sorts of things, at very, very low costs. So, if, unlike me, unfortunately, you are actually able to grow a beard, then head on over to primaloriginoils.com and use code TEAMKILL, for obvious reasons, for a 10% discount at checkout. With each purchase, you are not only supporting a small business owner, but you are also supporting a friend of mine and a fellow Tarkov player. So, we thank you. Anyways, sponsor stuff out of the way. Let's get back to the Saiga. Let's start with the good. This weapon is relatively inexpensive to mod. You get it back from insurance all the darn time, and it hits like a freight train. The cost of a high-end Saiga-12 like this one really only goes for 115,000 rubles for all the mods, including the shotgun itself, so it's really not expensive at all. Now, the most expensive part of this build is in fact the 20-round magazines, which you will also get back from insurance quite often due to their bulky nature and them not really selling for all that much back to traders. But if you have mechanic leveled up, these things really only cost 16 to 24,000 rubles a piece, which is not terrible for what they give you, and the fact that you will often get them back from insurance means you don't have to worry about losing them that much. This highly modded Saiga with the 20-round magazines will get you to about 117 vertical recoil. Ergonomics don't matter that much, literally don't pay attention to that number with this weapon. And 117 vertical recoil, it may seem like quite a bit, but you're using a semi-automatic shotgun. You're not too worried about landing every bullet precisely. It's more of a, I think there's a guy in that direction. Let's just spray in that general vicinity right there, and whatever it is, it'll probably die. Accompanying this relatively cheap weapon build is ridiculously cheap ammo. Now, some people might say AP-20 is the way to go, but in my opinion, you're really just neutering this weapon into a discount carbine if you use AP-20, and at that point, just use an SKS with BP ammo. It's more consistent, it'll get the job done just the same, it's got lower recoil. There's really no use in putting slugs into a Saiga-12. There's not really a point. Magnum buckshot is incredibly viable if you got something for feet, but I highly recommend fletchet rounds. These things melt through armor so well, it's actually freaking disgusting, and their range is nothing to scoff at. Here are fletchet rounds versus a near full health slick. And he's already dead. Like, what this casing of murder darts rips through basically everything like it's a hot knife through butter. And you might be asking yourself, how much does this WMD cost? 79 rubles. No, 79 rubles per shot. Who isn't responsible for this stuff? Who comes up with the pricing? Now, some might argue that the fletchet is one of the lowest damaging shotgun shells per pellet. You have to land 4 pellets in the thorax to kill somebody, and there are only 8 pellets per shotgun shell. And my response is, okay, just shoot multiple times. Like, what are you gonna one-time somebody with a shotgun? No, just keep shooting. Not only that, but Fletchets and pretty much every shotgun shell in Tarkov has much better range than you'd expect it to. So, you know, you're not going to be counter-sniping anybody with this thing, but up to 25 meters, this thing will still mess somebody up really badly. Now, if you see somebody, they're just beyond 25 meters, maybe they're 30 to 40 meters away, and they spot you and you're in the open, just put a couple shotgun shells their way. Is it going to kill them? Probably not. Is it going to tickle? No. Now, obviously, this thing is an absolute terror in Factory, but it is actually incredibly effective on other maps as well. Customs, Reserve, Shoreline, Labs, if you're feeling particularly brave, pretty much anywhere on any map that somewhat encourages CQB. This thing is ridiculous. This thing will get the job done. This thing will get the job done so incredibly well. Now that I have just, completely put this thing on a pedestal, let's talk about the one major downside. Obviously, if you heed my advice and choose to utilize the Fletchet rounds instead of AP-20s, this thing is going to have a bit of a range issue. You're not going to be shooting anybody at 40 to 50 meters. However, most of the battles in Escape from Tarkov really take place at less than 25 meters. And for any of the battles that take place at a further range, let's say 50 meters, you should be able to find cover reasonably well to avoid getting shot. Now, if you're caught in the open, there's a bit of a problem there, but the thing is you really shouldn't be running in the open in Escape from Tarkov anyways. That's really just a really easy way to die. So yes, it does force you to play a little bit more cautious initially. You do have to use your brain a bit more. You have to push people by using cover. But once you get within 25 meters, whoever's shooting at you at range is fair game. And if you're smart and you go to positions where they're cramped quarters, like the dorms or the health resort, or heck, even the freaking underground tunnels in Reserve, this problem practically disappears. Finally, let's discuss what to me is the most important part of any weapon in Escape from Tarkov, and that is the fun factor. With this thing, for some undescribable reason, each and every single kill I get with it is just so incredibly satisfying. Using this thing was easily the most fun I've had in Escape from Tarkov for a very long time, and if you get good with it, you'll eventually start to see some accusations, and boy oh boy, are these always fun to see. This is the clip, by the way, that he accused me of hacking. I wasn't hacking, buddy boy. Hello, you can tell it's just me talking after the video now because the green screen is turned off. For the record, I am not copying General Sam by holding the microphone, but I tried to hang it from the ceiling earlier, and I had to completely redo this because that footage did not work that well, so that was painful. Also, don't worry, I'm not just going to start taking any willy-nilly sponsorship offers that are given to me, as if I would get any. The only reason I felt comfortable doing this one is because he is a good friend of mine who has been playing Escape from Tarkov with me for quite a while, so if you are interested in any kind of essential oils or beard care products, please do consider visiting the links I have down in the comments and description and use my code for 10% off. And if, just like me, you unfortunately cannot grow a beard, I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm sorry. We're in this together. Anyways, thank you so much for watching and have a good day.